Hey fam, welcome or welcome back. I'm Desi and this is DezzieLunaTarot. So today we are taking a deep dive into your dreams to find out what they mean, why you're having them, and who is trying to communicate with you, whether it's your brain or your spiritual team. So let's get into the piles here. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Don't forget to take 3 deep mindful breaths before picking your pile so that you center yourself and you're able to listen to your intuition. Alrighty, let's get into it. Hi pile 1, so welcome to your reading. You chose this cute dream catcher. It's actually a necklace, which is really cool. I'm gonna put this little guy right here. Now, how this is going to work is that the vibe check for this video is actually going to be what dreams are you having? If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you remember your dreams. And so we're going to see what dreams you've been having, and if they sound like the type of dreams you've been having, then this is your pile. If they don't sound like any of the dreams you've been having and it's not resonating, then this is not your pile, and maybe one of the other piles will suit you better. And then next we're going to cover what do they mean. So is your brain trying to tell you something, or is somebody from your spiritual team trying to tell you something? But alrighty, let's get into it. So this card is the Sun card. Yes, energy, power, climax, fulfilled, pride, radiant success, vigor, divine masculine, daytime, victory, happy, and warm. So that is the first card that popped out. Ooh, pile 1, you may have some spicy dreams. Trophy, win, victory, reputation, success, key, experience, merit, goals, recognition, fame, deserve an award, ambition, achievement. Oh, that's so sweet. So some of you may be having some, spicy dreams here, but others of you may also be having dreams about achieving your dreams, achieving your goals and success. And it's one of those dreams that you don't want to wake up from, even if you realize you're dreaming and you're like, you know what, I'm going to stay a bit longer and finish out this dream because I really love this dream. I love the way I'm being treated in this dream. I love the success I've achieved in this dream and everything that's happening. So this tells me that you're dreaming of good experiences. You're dreaming of meeting your goals, of being famous, of being rich, of having a good life, of having a family that you've always wanted, of having the friends that you've always wanted, of having the life you've always wanted. And in these dreams, you're very successful at whatever you do, at your job, at just life in general, achieving things. You experience awesome things like you go skydiving or zip lining and you have these awesome experiences. I'm hearing that in some dreams that you have, for some of you, you dream about flying, so you may have wings or you may just like float in the air and like fly through the air and kind of like go through the countryside or over city buildings, over populations, and you're just like flying in the dream and enjoying your time. Let's see what else. Okay, some other dreams that you may be having. We have crow memories, remembering, mystery, magical power, a new event are happening, clever problem solver, observant, and omen. So for some of you, you may dream of relatives that have passed away, and in the dream you spend time with them, you remember them, you have good times with them. You may even dream about memories you have with this person. And also you just may dream of distant relatives that you've never met. You may dream about relatives you see in your everyday life, but you may have maybe not a great relationship with them, but in the dreams you do. And in the dreams you're making good memories with these people. You're having good times, times that don't necessarily reflect the real life, which is why you're dreaming about it, because you're like, oh, I wish that I had this amazing connection with my mom or my dad or my brother or sister or whoever it is. So you also may have dreams about a man It says you or the warrant, a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest, masculine energy. So we've had a couple cards with masculine energy, divine masculine, masculine energy. So there might be a man that reappears in your dreams, and this might be a lover. And because, you know, I was getting the spicy dreams before. So this may be you're dreaming about your future spouse, your future partner. You're dreaming about somebody that you want to be with. Or you could be having dreams about an ex. We also have dolphins, peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful humor, fun, in tune with others, celebration, in tune with others, collaboration, joy. So I accidentally said celebration instead of collaboration at first. So these dreams that you're having with your ex or your future partner, they're inherently good dreams, and a lot of times they're like spicy dreams, and you're celebrating life together, you're doing things together, you're communicating and you're celebrating each other's life, and you're playful and teasing each other in dreams and having a good waterfall. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is y'all are having some kinky ass dreams. Pile one, you be having some kinky ass dreams. You know, you be having some wet dreams here. We have the waterfall, overflowing abundance, chasing after something, cry, emotional release, let it go, fulfillment, release, tears of joy. So we've also had a couple cards of fulfillment. So in your dreams, you may feel fulfilled being with this other person. And then we have rider, messenger, movement, message, travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, progress, full speed ahead. So the dreams you're having about your ex, it sounds like it may be either you're missing your ex or you are working through your memories and subconscious and emotions about them and moving on, moving past it, mending fences type of thing subconsciously, and you're ready for the next step. It could be either or. It just depends on you. You know yourself best. So I also encourage you to, aside from watching this reading, to actually look up your dreams online and to figure out the symbolism behind them. So you can go to, it's called dreammoods.com, not a sponsor or anything like that, but I have used this website for years and I absolutely love this website. You take out certain symbols of your dreams. Like if you're dreaming about riding a horse, then you would look up on the website horse or riding a horse, and then it has the symbolism behind it. Or you look up waterfall if you're dreaming about waterfalls or something like that. And they even have things on X's, so you can look up on their X and it'll give you the different possible meanings of why you're dreaming about your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or whatever. So these are the types of dreams that you're having, pile one. And if this sounds like the types of dreams you're having about other people, good memories, good times, dreaming about relatives that have passed away, and also dreaming about either your ex or your future partner, or having spicy dreams in general, then this is your pile. So now we're going to get into what these dreams mean and what your brain is trying to tell you, and also what your spiritual team is trying to tell you as well. All right, so we have repel. We also have indigo, enhance, and golden poppy, dream. So these cards are referring to a couple of your dreams, and it seems like you have been having a couple different dreams, but they are all referring to an overall situation in your life. What comes to mind is your exes, the flying dream, and then also your goals and the life you want. So with the exes, the repel, this card talks about cutting ties and moving on. So the reason you have been having dreams of your ex is because there is still a part of you that needs to sort through the emotions, the memories, the things that happened with that relationship. And it seems like you're at a point in your life to be able to do this, which is why you're having dreams about them. And this is your brain trying to say, hey, we still have some unfinished business with this memory, with this person. For some reason, it's still bothering us. And in order to let this person go and for us to heal and move past them, we need to figure out what is going on here. And then with the Enhance card, Indigo, this talks about a new perspective, looking at things from a different perspective, which is why I think you've been having dreams about flying and, going over the landscape in the city and watching people from overhead, is because your brain is trying to get you to look at things from a different perspective, to have a different viewpoint and have a different way of looking at life, of looking at your previous relationships, your experiences, and things in general. And once you start to do this, you will be able to start taking steps towards achieving your goals and your dreams and the life that you really, really want and that you enjoy dreaming about. Because as of right now, it seems like there is a blockage, and it's more mental than anything. And it has to do with your past. It has to do with you letting your past hold you back. Either the things that people have said to you, done to you, things you have done or said to other people, things you didn't do, things other people neglected to do. But either way, your brain is trying to process what has happened to you. It's trying to process things. It's trying to heal itself and really acknowledge what happened and sift through what happened to make sense of it. And I think that if you actively do this in your waking life, it's going to help you to move on, and it's going to help you to release the things that have happened to you in the past so you can move on towards the future. Because maybe it's something like your future has to do with your future partner, your future spouse, your future, person that you want to be with. But as of right now, you are holding on so tightly to the past and the things that people have done to you that it's really clouding your judgment on current situations and current people, because you're so afraid that they're doing the same thing this other person was doing, or that they will do the same thing that somebody else has done to you in the past. Like if a ex cheated on you or said mean things to you, or just did something bad in general, it seems like you're afraid of future people doing that to you. But the thing is if you constantly live in fear, all you're going to notice is the bad things, the negative things, and that's what you're going to end up tolerating. But once we acknowledge and process things that happened to us in the past, and we heal from them and let them go, then we can really start understanding that not everybody is your ex, not everybody is going to do those things to you, and not everybody is that person. These other people deserve a blank slate because you don't even know them. You don't know what they will do, what they won't do. You don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah, this is your brain trying to get you to process through things, look at things from a new perspective, and to gain some insight on these blockages in your life or in your mind that are holding you back from enjoying future relationships, enjoying future goals and future things, and receiving positive things into your life. Now we're going to talk about what is your spiritual team trying to tell you in your dreams. So I am already getting a message in that any dreams that you've had about your relatives that have passed away, some of those dreams, your relatives are actually visiting you in your dreams, in the dream world. And they're there to comfort you and to, give you some advice or comfort, or just even to say hello. And how you know the difference between them visiting a dream versus you just dreaming about them is that it feels like there's someone else in your dream. I don't quite know how to explain the feeling, but it distinctly feels different from a regular dream. It feels like that person is actually there with you and you guys are having like a real conversation or a real moment. And yeah, that's the only way I can really describe it. But some of those dreams are your ancestors actually visiting you. You know, sometimes our ancestors just want to say hello or check up on us to see how we're doing. Other times they're comforting us through hard times or comforting us through our grief about them. So we have Shadow, Healer Guides, and Invention. We have 2 Helper Guides cards, so it seems like your spirit guides are really wanting to help you out on something that's going on in your life. But yeah, it seems like your spirit guides are really trying to help you out with something. With Shadow, this automatically reminds me of your shadow self, facing your shadow self. So doing shadow work, which means basically working on healing, working on bettering yourself, improving, and acknowledging both sides to you, both the light and dark sides to yourself, and accepting all parts of yourself. Because once we accept ourselves fully, then we can really start working on the different parts of us and healing the different facets of ourselves. Alrighty, but I am going to read in here. Also, I noticed that on one of the cards earlier, I think in the Untitled Oracle deck, we had a 31, and now we also have another 31, and then we also have 17 here. So you might be between the ages of 17 and 31, or maybe you really enjoy the number 31. Maybe you live in a place that has 31 in it. Okay, so we have 31, Shadow. Anger, vengeance, violation, spite. Although no one likes to admit it, we all have our dark sides and shadows, those less than flattering facets of our personality that take delight in abusing and shaming others and wielding power in the most unfair ways. Whether it's the condescending remark to the slow-moving grocery bagger at the supermarket, the aggressive hand gesture directed towards the meandering driver on the road, or the belittling comment made to your annoying friend, many of us are guilty of hurtful or deriding others at times. Your divine healers are present now to help you confront your shadow and to lovingly make you aware that it is contempt for yourself and your vulnerability that fuels such hostility and misbehavior towards others. These gentle but powerful higher forces surround you in love and urge you to accept and embrace your weaker aspects rather than harshly reject yourself by attacking those aspects in others. Ease up and be more tolerant of and compassionate toward yourself. If you do, these shadow behaviors will give way to light and healing. Your healer guides message to you: accept your limitations with grace and let others in. So this really reminds me of what we were talking about earlier. With the last line, it says, accept your limitations with grace and let others in. So this reminds me of what we were talking about with preventing others from re-entering your life just because you were hurt by somebody in the past. So Spirit is really wanting you to heal and to accept that, you know what, that person in the past did hurt my feelings. They did have an effect on me, and I'm going to work through these feelings. I'm going to work through these things, and also understanding that not everybody is like that person. Also, it's okay to not be okay. So there's a few different messages coming through. It seems like you are having a hard time accepting that that person in your past really affected you as much as they did, because you didn't want it to affect you, because you wanted to be like, you know what, I had the upper hand. They didn't hurt me as bad as they think they did, or other people think they did, or whatever. I'm fine. And you took comfort in pretending to be fine because it meant that you didn't have to acknowledge that that person caused a lot of pain in your life and in your heart and in your mind. But this isn't working anymore, and that's another reason why these dreams have been coming up for you, and why your brain and also your spirit guides have been trying to tell you, hey, this is now having a huge impact on your life, so we need to deal with this now so that you can move on and have bigger and better, more amazing experiences in your life, so that you let yourself have these amazing experiences with these other amazing people. So that is a message that is coming through for that. And with invention, we're going to read that one too. 17, invention. Adaptation, adjustment, transformation, challenge. Sometimes life gives you lemons, but not to worry. Your helper guides are on hand, assisting you in transforming your lemons into lemonade. No matter who you are or what circumstances you've inherited, life is always a blend of both the positive and the negative. Your helper guides urge you to be grateful for the positive of your life and to be creative and inventive with the negatives. They're on hand to help you transform any adverse or challenging situation into one for the better. So rather than dwell on your lousy circumstances, get your innovative juices flowing and change the undesirable or adversarial situation into a more satisfying one. Rather than endure an unfulfilling job, for example, be resourceful and courageous and start the business you've dreamed of for years. Rather than remain in an unsatisfying relationship, summon enough self-love to move on. This is not to deny the painful aspects of your life. Just know that you don't have to tolerate them any longer. Use your sadness, frustration, or lack of fulfillment as an incentive to create better circumstances. Allow your helper guides to get you going. If your circumstances cannot be changed right now, at least change your attitude and make the best of the situation, knowing it is temporary. Do not settle for the lemons you encounter in life. Gather their juice and be creative. Ask your helper guides for inspiration and ideas so you can invent a much sweeter outcome. They're ready and waiting to help. Your helper guide's message to you: when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. That is so beautiful. So yeah, Spirit is really calling you to take your experiences from the past and to heal from them and to move on to better and bigger experiences, because not everything is about the negative and not everything is about the positive. There's going to be ups and downs in life because that's life, but you can make the most of it still. All right, so we have retrieval and leadership. Retrieval is number 52. Recuperation, justice, reimbursement, recovery. Your runner guides are here to help you recover what you've lost, whether it's your keys, purse, wallet, or your way. Ask your runners to reconnect you to your path and help you recoup all that is important to you, whether it be physical or spiritual. Your momentum will increase. You will return to flow in abundance. The universe is getting your attention by having you lose things. You're being asked to slow down and regroup. This is not punishment, nor have you done anything wrong. It is, however, an energetic intervention to intercept you before you go too far off course and to realign you with your true nature and needs. Ask your runners to retrieve your lost objects, lost money, and lost time, and to help even if you lose your way. Soon all will come back to you. Your losses are temporary. Nothing important is permanently gone. Your runner guide's message to you: slow down and simplify. You're attached to too many unnecessary things and people, and it's bogging you down. Let go. What truly belongs to you will quickly return. So this is reminding me again of letting go of the past and also healing and moving forward, because it seems that these blockages in your life are really preventing you from living your true, authentic life and from receiving things that are meant for you. And this is why this intervention has happened with your dreams, because your spirit guides are trying to get you to realize that once you really tackle this issue, once you really tackle your emotions and acknowledge them, then it's going to open up the door to move forward and to be able to really come into all the things that are meant for you and that have been waiting for you just on the other side of the door. And with leadership, higher self, this is reminding me of a business, of a career path, of something that you're meant to do. And also, this is reminding me of being the leader for yourself, of taking charge of your life, of taking charge of your healing journey, taking charge of your career, whatever you're doing in life, to be your own leader. Because sometimes we have to be trailblazers because there isn't necessarily an example for us to go off of. And sometimes we just have to go for things and to do them. And, do the research, do what you need to do, but to go for it, because not all the time are we going to have a good example of how to open your own business, or how to go down a certain career path, or how to even create your own career that is your dream career, because maybe it doesn't exist yet. Or maybe you feel like there's not a good example of somebody that reflects who you are that already is in that career path. But Spirit is saying that you are meant to be on that path. You are meant to do what you want to do. You don't have these dreams and desires just because. You have them because you're meant to do them. You're meant to have them in your life. So Spirit is really calling for you to wake up. To wake up from this daydream you have been in for so long of pretending that things don't exist, pretending things didn't happen to you, pretending. Spirit is coming through and really trying to get you to realize that what's been happening is your reality, but it doesn't have to be for long. And you can take the steps you need to take in order to change your reality, to get what you deserve, to have a beautiful life, to have a beautiful career. And it doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, what religion you are, what race or ethnicity you are, what gender or non-gender you are. You deserve what you want. You deserve to have your dreams. You deserve to have good things in your life. It doesn't matter what negative things people have said before in the media, in your life, in TV shows, in different social groups and circles in society. Those people are wrong if they have said anything negative about who you are, or the people that represent you, or the life that you want. Ignore all the negativity. Ignore all the negative Nancys and Debbie Downers and the people that are just not supportive of who you are, because you are beautiful the way that you are. You are a beautiful soul. You are a beautiful being. And the body that you are in is the body that you were meant to be in. And Spirit is supportive of your decisions. They're supportive of your life. They're supportive of who you are as a person. And they love you unconditionally, Pile 1. They really do. They love you so very much. And this is why they have been really trying to reach you through your dreams, to tell you that your dreams can become your reality. So those amazing positive dreams you were having with your future partner, and then also with your dream job and your successful goals and those achievements, those dreams that you just wanted to keep living in and not wake up from, those can be your reality, okay? And that is what Spirit is trying to tell you. They're like, wake up, wake up. You got this. You got this, guy, gal, non-binary, pal. That's so awesome. You can fly. You can do whatever you want to do. Look at this card. They have freaking wings. They have wings. You were dreaming of flying. This lady is literally flying through the sky. So do what you need to do to get back up on your feet. It's okay to not be okay. But at a certain point in time, for the good of yourself and your life, you need to get back up again, all right? Somehow I got into a really passionate rant, but I feel really passionately about this, and so does Spirit, and so does your subconscious. So this is the fire that's being lighted under your ass right now. And see, orange under her ass, fire being lit under her ass to get her going. That is what you need right now, okay? That passionate rant really came out of left field, but as soon as I started channeling into the leadership card, it was just like, boom, like, you know, Spirit was gonna say what they needed to say. And by the way, I'm not mad at you. So I just want that to be clear. Spirit is not mad at you either. We just want to motivate you because we want you to have a beautiful life, the one that you deserve, the one that you really want. And as of right now, the only thing holding you back is you right now. So that is part of the reason why we're so adamant about this message, is because we're like, you know, Pile 1 just needs to wake up and realize that they are the trailblazer of their own life. Okay, I am feeling called to read this one as well. 14, leadership, charisma, enterprise, authority, motivation. Your higher self encourages you to consciously recognize and embrace the leadership role you're carving out for yourself. Carving out for yourself, like trailblazing. That's so cool. Through your focus, dedication, consistency, and discipline, you're emerging from the background and becoming recognized by others for both your competence and your wisdom. Others are naturally drawn to your empowered vibration and will follow your lead as they accurately sense that you can be trusted. Your higher self is cheering you forward. Step into the lead and do not follow others. You've outgrown other people's control and can trust yourself now to successfully lead your life. Shine your bright light on the world and make no apologies for your enthusiasm or confidence as you forge ahead on your path. Others are watching and will follow. Be mindful, however, not to overdo, or you risk becoming disconnected from your source or getting burned out. Your natural enthusiasm is like fire. It's warm and appealing but must be contained or it can consume you. Your higher self's message to you: lead with cool, calm, steady confidence. So with the burnout thing, just pace yourself. You know what I mean? Make a list of everything that you need to do, all the steps you need to take to start reaching your goals, your dreams, your dream career, whatever you're trying to do, and start checking that list off. But remember, you don't have to get this entire list done in 24 hours or in a week. You know, pace yourself, because you want to do this in a healthy way, in a way that feels good for you, your mind, and your body. And also a random message coming in to pay attention to your mental, emotional, and physical health, and to really start working on those, and to just give yourself the self-care that you need and that you deserve. And also, self-care is not selfish. Everybody needs it, whether people admit it or not, and it's a healthy thing. So I'm hearing it's a healthy thing, just like masturbation. And so don't shame self-care just because somebody else randomly said it's selfish. They don't know what they're talking about. But anyways, so I'm going to pull a couple more cards just to wrap up this reading and see what else your spirit guides have to say. So we have 111. I am creative. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. Oh my goodness, that's what we were talking about. Making your reality one that you love, making your life one that you love. That's so cool. I love that this came out for you, Pile 1. That's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. 18, I am kind-hearted. You're both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. 25, I am intelligent. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. And also, I feel like that's going to really help you in whatever life you're trying to create or career you're trying to start. 99, I am courageous. Ooh, I love this. It's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. Oh, that's so sweet. And this is a part of why you're going to be trailblazing your future, because no one's career is exactly like another person's career. No one's dreams are exactly like another person's dreams. So that is another reason that Spirit is like, you can do this. People do it all the time. People go through life and take steps towards their goals and achieve their goals all the time. You can do it too. And if this helps you at all, look up people that are of your own religion or ethnicity, skin color, ethnic group, culture, whatever that you are so proud to be of yourself. Look up an example, a role model. Like, find people that you can kind of like make your positive role models, but only choose people that you would want to have their life. Don't choose people where you're like, oh wow, their family life is really messed up, or I don't like their career, or I don't like whatever. Choose a role model that you really enjoy their personality, who they are as a person, and you enjoy their life. Like, you're like, I wouldn't mind if some of the things in their life turned out to be similar to my life, type of thing. And that might help you with this, is looking up different, and you can have multiple role models, and you can be like, I like this person's family life, and I like this person's career, and I like this person, how they treat others. And you can look at the way that these different people live their lives, and you can take out the positive things and learn from the negative things, so that you don't have to make those mistakes to learn those experiences, if that makes sense. All right. We also have 22. I am aligned. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. Master number 22. See, Spirit is telling you, you can do this. You can achieve your dreams. Also, I love how it's a repeating number, non-repeating, repeating, non-repeating, repeating. That's so fun. I love that. And then also we have 17, 18. That's fun. But it seems like you are very imaginative. You have a really good, I'm hearing juicy imagination. I don't know why the description juicy came in, but you have a juicy imagination, and you have a very creative mind. And this might be why you have some really vivid dreams that are really wild, and sometimes they're really all over the place. Other times they're very realistic, but sometimes it's like you're on an acid trip. But you have a super creative side to you, and you're very smart. I know that you can do this. Spirit knows that you can do this. We support you all the way, and we hope that you believe in yourself as much as we believe in you, because you deserve all the good things. You deserve a beautiful life, a beautiful career, a beautiful, healthy, unconditionally loving partnership with somebody, and just miracles and blessings and good things in general. But if this reading resonated with you, and if you enjoyed these messages, then please leave a comment down below. That really helps this channel grow, just by leaving a simple comment. And if you really want to get crazy with it, hit that subscribe button too. But I hope that you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world. And I can't wait to read for you next time, fam. Alrighty, love you, bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful dream catcher, and it has chimes attached to it, which I find interesting. I've never seen that before. So the vibe check today is going to be, what are your dreams? What dreams you've been having, because you yourself, if you clicked on this video, should be remembering your dreams and That's why you're like, oh, what do these mean? So that's going to be the vibe check. If the dreams I'm describing are your dreams or the general gist of the dreams that you've been having, then this is the pile for you. If the dreams I talk about, you haven't really had any of those dreams, then this is not your pile, and maybe one of the other piles will suit you better. And after that, we will get into what your dreams mean, both from the scientific standpoint on what your brain is trying to tell you, and also the spiritual standpoint on what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Alrighty, let's get into it. Ooh, so I'm already getting a romantic vibe. So we have the clover, lucky, happy, coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune, carefree, a reward, flirt, short-lived. And then we also have fireworks, passion, chemistry, lust, desire, kiss, celebrate, happiness, exhilaration, new year, excitement, explosive, hot sex. Ooh, pile 2, your dreams have been spicy. So you have been dreaming about your crush. They have been really in your dreams lately, and you two have been having a great time. So you have been dreaming about going on dates or adventures, or even just hanging out with this person that you're crushing on, this person you really like, and you've been having a great time in your dreams. So I'm also getting that you may be dreaming about your future partner as well. You may be craving a relationship right now, but we'll get into that later on what these dreams mean. Alrighty, what else? So we also have garden, public venue, society, crowds, audience, party, meeting, event, a date, community, outdoors, playing the field, ring, agreement, pact, cycle, trust, alliance, commitment, commit, contracts, partnership, circular, continuing on, promise, bond, closure. So you also may have been having a dream about a wedding, whether it's your own wedding, which is the vibe I'm really getting, or it's a dream of you witnessing somebody else's wedding. And this wedding might take place in a garden or some kind of beautiful flowery green type of scenery, and it's going to be like a public place, a park or something like that. And you also might have a dream about going through a maze of bushes, like there are a bunch of hedges that are cut into a maze or a labyrinth. So you may have dreamed about that as well. And in the maze dream, you're either lost or searching for something, or something's chasing you through the maze, kind of like a horror movie. So we have mortar and pestle, blend, brew, alchemy, concoction, medicine, breaking things down, making something else, potions, and spell work. We also have squirrel, energetic, secretive, frugal, saving, hoarding, scold, giving lip service, preparing for anything, miscommunication. And then child, beginnings, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender, new perspective, girl. So I'm also getting some other random dreams in here. So these dreams are wild and vivid and have a lot of like random sequences in them. Like you might be going from doing something at a campfire or in a kitchen or doing something with herbs to you walk into the next room and you're suddenly in a forest and you see a little girl in the distance, or you are petting an animal and then next thing you know you look up and you're watching TV and it's like an old-timey TV show, or you're walking along in the countryside along a wooden fence or some kind of like intricate fence, and then a noise sounds from the distance and you run towards the noise to find like a tea party or a weird scene in front of you. So there's a lot of random vivid dreams coming through, and then also all of the romantic dreams. So those are the two main types of dreams I'm seeing here. Oh, also the maze dream. So 3 main dream type of things. But also I get that you have a lot of dreams in general, both when you're sleeping and then also having daydreams. You have a very vivid imagination, and this really translates into your sleeping self. You dream in color, you dream in black and white, you dream in storylines and also random events. Sometimes you'll have dreams to where you go to bed, you have part of a dream, then the next day you go back to bed and you have the second part of the dream. So it's like episodes, like you're watching a TV show, except your dream is happening in like episodes. You may be super into looking up your dreams as well. You may already look at different websites that help you translate your dreams and decipher them. A website I suggest is dreammoods.com. Not a sponsor, by the way. I just love the website. I've been using it for years. And if you dream about a squirrel, you would just look up squirrel on the website, and then it'll tell you all the symbology behind why people have dreams about squirrels. And these are basically a compilation of a bunch of like common reasons why people have these dreams. So thinking about also what a squirrel means to you personally could help you decipher your dream about the squirrel. So looking up symbols on what they mean in a general sense and also thinking about them in a personal sense can help you navigate on what your brain is trying to tell you or what spirit is trying to tell you. But we're definitely going to get into that today. It seems like your brain and spirit have a lot to tell you. So let's see what that is. Also on the back of the deck, I just have this card, and it's the Earth in outer space. So you might have dreams of being in like a void or in space or something like that sometimes. But alrighty, let's move on to what these dreams mean. So I'm already getting a message about the romantic dreams. And the first thing we're going to cover is what your brain is trying to tell you. So your brain is trying to tell you that you are longing for a connection with another person. You're longing to start a family. You're longing to build a relationship with the person that you're currently crushing on or who you're interested in at this moment. And this is something that you have wanted for a while. And so now it is starting to manifest in your dreams. And that is just the first message coming through, but we're going to see what else is coming through as well. So the Huckleberry talks about resourcefulness, and it seems that your brain is trying to get you to understand that you are a resourceful person and to think outside of the box when it comes to finding solutions to everyday issues. So if you are currently stressed out or feeling lost or not feeling quite yourself lately, find a way to help express your emotions, to get them down on paper or on a canvas, or just speaking them into acknowledgement, talking about them with another person or talking about them to yourself. And this is going to help you acknowledge these feelings and work through these different things that are on your mind and help you come up with creative solutions to any issues that you're having. So your brain is also wanting to remind you that you are good at adapting. You're good at being a little chameleon and adapting to different situations, and you're like the huckleberry plant. They can thrive and survive in a lot of different situations. They can overcome hardships, and this is a reminder to you that whatever you're going through, you're going to make it through to the other side, and you are going to be thriving in the future if you're not already thriving right now. So hang in tight. Don't give up on your dreams, on your goals. You will find a way. You will find a way to succeed at whatever you're working towards, at whatever you're doing in life. And so this is your brain telling you this. So this card also talks about beauty born in dark times and the fact that this flower only blooms for a short amount of time and everything in life doesn't last forever. So the good times, the bad times are not permanent things. And this is amazing to hear because you know that if you are going through a tough situation, it's not going to be forever, it's not going to last forever, and better things are coming into your life. So this is another thing that your brain is trying to get you to understand, that you may have like very fast, quick dreams where things are changing from moment to moment. You know, the random dreams we were talking about, those could be an example of your brain trying to say, hey, things are ever changing in life. The only thing constant is change, and that isn't a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, because it means that, you know, if you're going through tough times, it's not forever. Let's get into what your spirit guides have been trying to tell you through your dreams. I'm also getting another message through that the maze dream, if you're feeling stressed out or lost in the maze dream, that is indicating confusion and anxiety in your waking life. Feeling lost in your waking life, or feeling as if what you're doing doesn't matter because you're just going around like a rat in a maze. So that is an indication that something in your waking life needs to change. Whether it is a job change, a lifestyle change, eating habits, or exercising more, something in your waking life is causing you stress and anxiety and making you feel as if you are lost and as if what you're doing, your day-to-day activities, aren't helping you or don't matter or causing you more stress and anxiety. So looking into what you do on a daily basis and pay attention to how it makes you feel over time. So if you're eating candy all day, does it make you feel tired because you have constant sugar crashes throughout the day? If you are, have a very sedentary lifestyle, does it make it harder on you because you get out of breath walking upstairs or carrying groceries or doing chores or just day-to-day activities? And also, you may not feel your best. You may feel more lethargic. How is your sleep? Are you going to sleep on time? Are you sleeping well? Paying attention to these different things and taking steps to improving these different things is really going to raise your quality of life and really going to help you. Sometimes our subconscious doesn't know how to tell us in plain words that, hey, my sleep schedule is really stressing me out, or my pillow is really stressing me out. And that's why I don't want to go to sleep at night, because my pillow makes my neck hurt and I wake up in pain. So that may be where some mild insomnia is coming. You procrastinate going to bed because your bed is uncomfortable or your pillow makes your neck hurt or something like that. And that sounds silly and simple, but it really does have an impact on our quality of life, because if you're not getting good quality sleep, it's going to affect your work performance, your brain. You might get brain fog. It's going to affect your quality of life on a whole. So those are some small messages coming through on what your brain is trying to tell you with that maze dream. But with the chasing sequence in the dream, I'm also getting that could be you feel like somebody is pursuing you in real life that you don't want to be pursued by. And this could be like unwanted advances of somebody asking you out, or fear of somebody asking you out and feeling like somebody has a crush on you and you don't like them, but they like you. And you're like, I hope they stay away because I don't like them type of vibe. So working through those realizations, those emotions are really going to help as well. And also working through that fear. Why do you have that fear? Do you have fear of rejecting others? Do you have fear of rejection yourself? Are you afraid of hurting their feelings by telling them that you don't like them if they do happen to ask you out? What's going on there? And if it's a situation where they're asking you out and you've said no repeatedly, At that point, that is harassment, and you need to put your foot down, lay down the law, and say, stop asking me this, or I'm gonna report you, or I'm gonna cut you off, or block you on social media, or whatever it is that you need to do to have that safe boundary between you and that other person. That needs to be done right now, immediately, today, after this reading, or even pause this reading and go do that thing, because your safety is important. And that is the number one thing you should be looking out for, is keeping yourself safe, keeping healthy boundaries enforced in your life with yourself and with other people. And if those people are not respecting those boundaries, they don't deserve to be in your life. Sorry, not sorry, but this is a zone of respect, mutual respect. There will be no disrespect here. That is the mindset that spirit and your subconscious is really wanting you to have, is the mutual respect type of deal. Like, if they're not respecting you and your boundaries, they're not worthy of your time and energy. So anyways, so those were a couple messages on the maze dream. Now we're going to get into what messages spirit has for you and what they're trying to tell you through your dreams. So I'm not getting anything from this deck right now, so I'm going to switch to a different deck. All right, so the first card that popped out is You Are Not Alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Then we have Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So a couple messages already coming through with this before I read out of the guidebook is that you will not be alone forever. You may have gone through a period of time of healing, being by yourself, being single, taking care of yourself, focusing on you and taking care of your own needs and what have you. And Spirit is saying that you have done the work. You've come so far. They're so proud of you. And they're saying that you are now ready to invite somebody else into your life who is of equal, mutual respect and confidence, healing, personal growth, and all that good stuff. And you're ready to meet somebody that you will have a long-term connection with. And with the Whale and Orca Elders, Share Your Song, frequency of sound, diving deep, they want you to be able to express yourself around this person. So a sign that somebody would be a good partner for you is if you can be your true authentic self around them without fear of judgment from them. If you are comfortable enough to be yourself, to express your opinions, your thoughts, and whatever interests and hobbies and things that you like, and not be afraid to express those things, whether you think they'll agree or not. It doesn't matter if they will agree or not agree with whatever you're saying, as long as you feel safe enough to be like, hey, I can still say these things, share my ideas and opinions around this person, even if they don't agree with them, but they're still going to be respectful and hear me out. And they're still going to show me the respect of hearing me out and agreeing to disagree, or giving an alternative opinion or an alternative viewpoint. So they will work with you, they will communicate with you, they will also express themselves and feel comfortable to be their true authentic selves around you as well. These are all green flags of signs of, healthy partnership, healthy relationships with people, and healthy dynamics. Alrighty, so we're gonna read You Are Not Alone. And also, this is the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So you yourself might be a starseed. That is just a small message coming through, a small confirmation coming through. And if you hear that in multiple videos across different, tarot readers and across different readings that you are a starseed, take that as confirmation, because I don't say that in every single pile in every reading. I don't say, oh, there's a starseed in this reading, or oh, you might be a starseed. It only comes up when it needs to come up. It doesn't come up every time. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary to their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need love, company, and support from others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet still feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media, and with so many people knowing our news, what is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby, or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life, those you truly know? Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you reach out to people in your life physically? That's so cool. So yeah, you're coming into a time to where Spirit is like, now is time to start reaching out to people, to start telling people how you truly feel. You know, the person that you're crushing on, be the first one to make the move. You know, make the first move. Reach out. Tell them you like them. Ask them on a date. I mean, what do you have to lose? They're going to say no. And if they say no, that's just divine protection, because then that person isn't meant for you. If something happens to where it doesn't work out, that person isn't meant for you, you know? And that's just a blessing. Either way you look at it, it's really a blessing, because either they're going to say yes and things work out, or they're going to say no and things don't work out, or they're going to say yes at first and then things don't work out. But either way, Spirit is saying to trust your intuition and to also listen to your heart and make the first move. So we also have Whale and Orca Elders. I think of like a whale, that little pun. Whale and Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. The Whale and Orca Elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love into the planet. Oh, that's so beautiful! So it's talking about love. To harmonize it with their song, as they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul's song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the wounds, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and to share it with potency, to bow to who you really are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The Whale and Orca Elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. To drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layer of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song. And endeavor to see the soul of all those you meet. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to share your soul's unique song? Oh, that's so beautiful. So yeah, Spirit is really saying to express yourself, to not be afraid of who you truly are, and to be your true authentic self around other people. And it seems you've done a lot of work with your shadow side, you've done a lot of healing, you've taken the time to really take care of yourself, to mend wounds that you have, to take care of your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and you have taken steps into improving yourself in your life, which is why you were possibly in that sort of hermit period of being by yourself and not really like hanging out with a ton of people or hanging out with people that made you feel bad. You kept it small, your circle small, to where you're like, I'm only hanging out with people that I know I feel good around and that make me feel good and I make them feel good. And if nobody in my life is like that, then I'm only hanging out with myself. So you've done that work, and now Spirit is saying that you are on the right frequency to attract like-minded people into your life who mutually respect you, who you will be able to have a good connection with, a long-lasting positive connection with, who will make you feel good and you'll make them feel good. And this is not just talking about a romantic partner, but also friendships, which is really beautiful. And you may look different from them, or they may look different from you, but in the end, both of you are going to come together and be the bestest of friends and have the best times. I love how this whale and orca, and then there's even there's even a manatee here in the background right there, and then some dolphins. So all of you are going to be having a grand old time, just splashing along and making good memories. Let's see if there's anything else Spirit would like to tell you. Oh, that's so beautiful. So we have connection, and then we have invention. 50, connection, assistance, synchronicity, spontaneity, surprise. Right now, you may feel as though finding what you need to feel safe and secure is almost impossible. Whether it's looking for a new house after you've just sold the one you're living in, finding a new community after leaving an old group of people with whom you no longer relate, or simply locating the parking spot you need in a crowded supermarket when in a hurry. By all appearances, the odds seem stacked against you. But never fear. Take a deep breath and call on your runner guides to help you find what you need. They're ready to lead you to the right place at the right time. Whether it's leading you to the car pulling out of a parking space close to the entrance of the store you're rushing in to enter, or drawing your attention to a particular ad or article that leads you to find the house you're looking for, or maybe even the community you want to connect with, your runner guides are ready to bring you what you need. All you need to do is ask. Take a deep breath, stay grounded and calm. We will bring you just what you're looking for, trust. So Spirit is saying that if you are really craving connection with other people, craving healthy romantic relationships or healthy friendships, ask them and they will guide you to the right people, and they will guide those people towards you. And also we have invention here. Invention, adaptation, adjustment, transformation, challenge. Sometimes life gives you lemons, but not to worry, your helper guides are here on hand, assisting you in transforming your lemons into lemonade. No matter who you are or what circumstances you've inherited, life is always a blend of both the positive and the negative. Your helper guides urge you to be grateful for the positives of your life and to be creative and inventive with the negatives. They're on hand to help you transform any adverse or challenging situation into one for the better. So rather than dwell on your lousy circumstances, get your innovative juices flowing and change the undesirable or adversarial situation into a more satisfying one. Rather than endure an unfulfilling job, for example, be resourceful and courageous and start the business you've dreamed of for years. Rather than remain in an unsatisfying relationship, summon enough self-love to move on. This is not to deny the painful aspects of your life. Just know you don't have to tolerate them any longer. Use your sadness, frustration, or lack of fulfillment as an incentive to create better circumstances for yourself. Allow your helper guides to get you going. If your circumstances cannot be changed right now, at least change your attitude and make the best of the situation, knowing that it is only temporary. Don't settle for the lemons you encounter in life. Gather their juice and be creative. Ask your helper guides for inspiration and ideas so you can invent a much sweeter outcome. They're ready and waiting to help. Your helper guide's message to you: when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. With these dreams you've been having, Spirit is also trying to tell you that you can call on them for help. You can ask them to help you take a bad situation and turn it into a good situation, or at least a good outcome. So for example, you know, that time that you were alone and maybe separated from a group of friends you had been friends with for a long time, and you decided that, you know, you didn't really fit with them anymore, or they didn't fit into your life anymore. There's a reason you let them go. It's to make room for these new friends that are coming into your life that are going to be better suited to you and your current circumstances. So if you are ever feeling lost or anxious, your spirit guides want you to know that you can always reach out to them and ask them for help and guidance, and they will help you. And if you want them to send you a sign, ask them to send you a sign. You know, ask for a bumblebee to land on a flower, or for you to see a certain type of bird, or repeating numbers or something like that. But your spirit guides will send you a sign, and they will help you out, but you just got to ask and receive their help. Alrighty, so we're going to pull a few cards to wrap this reading up. So we had this card come out, 666. I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Yo, that's exactly what this card was saying. It talked about changing your outlook on your situation. That is so crazy, fam. That is such confirmation. Yeah, if you're having a lot of anxiety or a lot of stress or negativity in your life, then Spirit is calling for you to start helping yourself by taking the steps you need to take to manage your stress and anxiety. So if that is doing yoga or doing meditation or doing breathing exercises, looking into ways to treat yourself, to really treat whatever is happening in your life and to help yourself, Spirit is asking you to do this because it's going to help you with creating a more positive mindset once you start really taking care of your mental health. That is something really coming through, is you need to take care of your mental health. You need to address these things, because if you're having this much anxiety and stress all the time, it could be due to your circumstances, but it also could be due to an underlying mental condition like generalized anxiety or something like that. And I'm not saying you have generalized anxiety, but looking into why you're feeling this anxiety feeling, why you're feeling stressed out, and then taking steps to mitigate those feelings and to address these problems is really important. Also, another thing coming through is to start centering yourself. Start doing grounding exercises and do these whenever you wake up in the morning, and then throughout the day if you start feeling a little bit stressed out or anxious or panicked. So on the screen, I'm going to put a list of grounding exercises that could help you. I really suggest giving at least one of these a try, if not a couple of them, and looking into them further as well, doing some research on things that are really going to help you. But every morning, Spirit is really calling for you to do some sort of grounding exercise, whether it's meditation or yoga or something to do with your breath and your body and your mind, to ground yourself, to center yourself before you start the day. Look at her. She is centered. She is really grounded here and feeling in the flow, peaceful, tranquil, and she doesn't look stressed out. She looks relaxed. And this is the type of mindset that Spirit wants you to get into as soon as you wake up, because it is going to help drive your day. If you are waking up and you're rushing all around and you're consuming caffeine and your nerves are all over the place, that's kind of setting the mood for your day. Like, you're going to be feeling rushed throughout your day, stressed out, anxious. And so if you set the intentions of having a peaceful day, of having a more peaceful, tranquil, centered mindset about things, it'll help you stay more peaceful and tranquil throughout your day, because you'll be like, okay, this stressful thing just happened, but I'm going to do a grounding exercise to recenter myself and calm my nervous system down so that I can go into this situation with a clear head and make the best decision possible. And another thing that they're calling for you to do, along with the grounding exercise every morning, is to write down three things that you are grateful for and why you're grateful for them. It could be anywhere from, I'm grateful for my cat because we have a great relationship and I love cuddling with her. Or it could be, I love this coffee, it gives me energy and helps me focus on my work. Or I love the weather today, the sun feels amazing on my skin. It could be anything. And it doesn't have to be something new every single day either. You could reuse the something from the day before, but trying to come up with at least one thing that's new each day is also good. But just doing those two basic things, some kind of grounding exercise, and then what you're grateful for, doing those two things every morning is going to have a huge positive impact on your day-to-day life and on your outlook on life. Because when we start focusing more on the positive things and we start reminding our brain, hey, there's good things in life. There are good things that I like. I like coffee and cats and taking walks, and I like going to the beach or having chocolate. You know, there's good things in life. It's not all bad. Then your brain starts to realize, oh yeah, that's right. We like this and that, and hey, look over there, there's another positive thing. And it becomes easier for your brain to pick out the positive things. And you'll notice yourself becoming more positive over time. And if you stick with these things every day, over time, you will notice a huge positive change in your life on how you look at life, how you look at your surroundings. So that is your reading for today, pile 2. I hope that this resonated and that this brought a lot of clarity on certain things and that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, then please leave a comment down below. That lets me know that you enjoyed this reading, and that also lets the algorithm of YouTube know that you enjoyed the reading as well, which really, really helps out this channel just by leaving a small, easy comment down below. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world. And I can't wait to read for you next time. I love you, fam. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So today, we are going to be figuring out what dreams you have been having lately. And this is actually going to be the vibe check, because basically, if you clicked on this video, you should remember at least one of your dreams and be curious as to what it means. So if the dreams or dream that I'm describing sounds like yours and it mostly resonates, then this is the pile for you. If most of what I'm describing does not resonate with you, then maybe one of the other piles will suit you better. But next, after that, we will be discovering what this dream or these dreams mean. And we're going to see what your brain is trying to tell you and also what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Alrighty, let's get into it. So you chose this adorable little dream catcher. I really love this one. Don't tell the other piles, but this is my favorite one actually. The feathers, oh snap, it's so blurry. The feathers are so soft and it looks really adorable. We're gonna put that little guy right here and let all these little feathers go everywhere. All right. So today, to start out, I'm using the Untitled Oracle deck 3rd edition because this deck has a lot of really cool cards that have a lot of description words on them, which is perfect for figuring out what your dreams are. So to start out, We have cross, destiny, spirituality, divine guidance, trials, sorrow, emotional loss, necessity, conviction, duty, crisis, and fate. Then we have clock, perfect timing, origins, culmination, incremental, longevity, unstoppable, stands the test of time, past, present, future. And raccoon, problem solver, curious, asks questions, adaptable, creative, entrepreneur, mischievous, scavenger, resourceful, and clever. And the numbers are 36, 19, 15. So immediately when I look at this card, one dream that you may be having is literally just like seeing the shadow of a cross on a wall, which sounds really weird, but I'm thinking of a scene from Jane the Virgin where Raphael was having flashbacks of his birth mother taking him from this church, or it was a convent, not a church, and it had a lot of like really intense shots, and there was a lot of use of light and dark contrasts in the shots of this convent, and they had it was kind of like a more serious tone. And so if you're seeing crosses in your dream, it's in a more serious tone, and it's almost in a spooky way, but you aren't necessarily scared in your dream, but it's more of a serious tone. And with this clock here, it's like you feel like time is ticking down, and it's like you're trying to accomplish something in your dream, or you're feeling pressured or anxious in your dream, and you're trying to solve a problem in a certain amount of time in your dream. And it's like as the shadow of the cross grows larger on the wall, it represents like time passing and you trying to figure out a solution to an issue you're having in your dream before time runs out. That is one of the dreams that I'm getting here. I'm also getting that your spirit guides have been trying to reach you in your dreams, and this is everywhere from like a serious matters to small messages, and time again, they have reached out to you in your dreams, and you've just brushed your dreams aside, even though your dreams hold solutions to some different emotions you've been going through, some different issues you've been encountering, and your spirit guides have been communicating to you in your dreams, and they've been giving you a lot of solutions in your dreams. You just have to either decipher them or remember your dreams, but it seems like you've been ignoring them because up until this point, you never really thought to decipher your dreams. You didn't really think that dreams were that important and that they could be deciphered because scientifically speaking, I don't even think now they fully like understand dreams in the medical side of things, like why scientifically we have dreams. Some people speculate that it's our brains processing different things throughout the day and submitting short-term to long-term memories and like solidifying long-term memories and stuff like that, or something like that, something with memory processing, but it's not necessarily proven. And so I don't know, you may have grown up in a household where dreams like weren't really paid much attention to or talked about, so you didn't really think to look them up until now. And you saw this reading and you were like, I've been dreaming a lot lately and they've been kind of weird. I wonder what these mean. So let's get further into this. Okay, we have Archer, careful aim, on target, focus, matchmaker, quick, direct, go-to guy or gal, shoot straight, precise, implement a strategy. Ooh, this one talks about resourceful, this talks about implementing a strategy, problem solver. So it seems like something in your waking life is really causing you to have wild dreams because your brain is trying to figure something out that you're going through. You could be going through a stressful situation or something that is just confusing to you. Like maybe somebody's intentions towards you is confusing you because you're like, one minute this person does this, the next minute they do this, and I can't really decipher whether or not they like me as a person, whether they have feelings for me, whether they just want to be friends. And so this is really confusing you, and it's leaking into your dreams. I also get that you may also have adventure dreams where you are a different character in your dreams going on adventures. Like this archer reminds me of Renaissance times or something like that. And you are going on some kind of a quest in your dream to get a sacred crystal or a sacred dagger or something to further the plot in the dream. And you may have dreams where they're stories and they are like a fantasy world, and you may have really like a really fun time in your dreams. And it may be very fantasy themed and role-playing themed, that type of deal. So one night you might be an archer, the next night you might be, you know, a rogue assassin completing a hit on somebody, or the next night you might be a knight, like an actual knight in rusted armor, seeking revenge. You also might dream of becoming an animal, and I'm thinking of the, what is it? What are those books? Animorphs or something like that? There's a lot of different stories where like the kids in the stories would turn into different animals and go on adventures or something like that. So you might turn into a horse or a raccoon or a cat or a bird and experience flying in your dreams, or some kind of like grand adventure that you really enjoy and you wish you could stay in your dream longer. What else, Spirit? What other dreams are pile 3 viewers having? Dolphin, peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful humor, fun, in tune with others, collaboration, joy. Yeah, you're having a lot of fun in your dreams. They're either like a really serious, almost stressful dreams, or they're really fun, vivid dreams where you're having a lot of fun with other people in your dreams. You're going on adventures, you're doing fun activities, you're turning into other people or animals, going on quests and journeys, and you may even go swimming in your dreams. You may turn into a dolphin in your dreams and go underwater, and you just feel really at peace in some of your dreams, more so than your waking life. And some of your dreams lately have been really a retreat for you. You find yourself wanting to stay longer in your dreams because you're like, dang, I'm really enjoying this. So if you lucid dream ever, which is where you realize you're dreaming and then you can control your dream, you'll try doing like tricks or fun things or make things appear in your dream. You may have been getting into learning how to lucid dream lately. Also, if you realize you're in a dream and it's a good dream, you allow yourself to continue dreaming and you don't wake yourself up, especially if it's a dream that you really like. Obviously, if it's a bad dream, most people try to wake themselves up from a bad dream. The Scythe, sudden, unexpected, accident, cut, release, harvest, liberate, shock, ripping off the band-aid, surprise, a reckoning. All right, let's see what other, so I feel like this is separate, so I'm gonna put these aside. Okay, so what else for this one? What is this Scythe dream about? Oh. Okay. Coffin, death. And then this was on top. Mortar and pestle. Alchemy, spell work. Okay, so mortar, pestle, blend, brew, alchemy, concoction, medicine, breaking things down, making something else, potion, spell work. Coffin, death, loss, inactive, forgotten, discouraged, absent-minded, defeat, down and out, over and done, endings, dull, breakup. And then, so, Okay, so for some of you, you may have nightmares about loved ones passing away and be very anxious and worried about that. And I'm very sorry that, like, if you're having those kinds of dreams, that's very stressful. Others of you may be having dreams about breaking up with somebody or them breaking up with you. And it's like you try to change the outcome of the dream, but it stays the same. And you try to get the person in the dream not to break up with you, or you try to get yourself not to break up with them, but then it just like ends up turning out the same no matter what you do in the dream. So in the dream, you guys break up and then move on, and it seems like the other person moves on fine, but you're left sad and alone or stressed out or anxious. And if you're dating somebody right now, I have a feeling that some of you are having this dream about the person you're dating currently, and you're stressed the F out about them breaking up with you. And it's because you have such deep feelings for them and you've been so vulnerable with them that you're like, our relationship is so good, I really love this person, or I really like this person so much. I'm so afraid something bad is going to happen, because maybe your default is looking at things from the glass half empty instead of the glass half full. Or maybe you've just had bad experiences in life, or you haven't had witnessed healthy relationships in your family or loved ones, so it's hard for you to imagine a good outcome. So the relationship you're in right now, you're having stress dreams about it going wrong. Okay, what else, Spirit? Are there any other dreams that pile 3 is having? Dang, you guys are having a lot of dreams. Ooh. Okay, so we have tracks, steady forward movement on one way, go the distance, direct route, autopilot traveling, I think I can, on track, focal point. Then we have Phoenix, death, rebirth, immortal, catalytic heart, awakening, rising up from the ashes, total transformation, complete renewal. And then head of the pack, successful, competition, drive, get it done, lead, persistence, will to win, motivated, alpha male, finishing first, dominate. Alrighty, so for these cards, so there's a few messages coming through for a few different people. Some people dream about things that they feel like they can't do in their waking life. So some people in pile 3 feel like they aren't good enough to be a leader, so then they dream about being a leader in their dreams. And they dream about being an accomplished leader, entrepreneur, somebody who is an authority figure that is doing their job really well, that inspires other people. But in reality, they feel more like the mouse, where they feel inadequate or they're not good enough to be a leader. And others of you have dreams about going on an adventure that has to do with trains, and you are the leader of your group in the dream, and you're leading a group of like rebels or a group of misfits, and you're all going on an adventure together that bonds you all together, and you feel a real sense of community and family and connection that maybe you don't have in the real world. And this group of misfits, it's like no matter what you guys go through, you always bounce back. And it's this sense of connected forever. We always have each other's back. For some of you, you don't necessarily have a good, stable group of friends like that in the real waking world, so you fantasize about it in your dream world. Alrighty, so those are the dreams, there were so many different dreams for this pile. You guys are some really active dreamers, and we're going to get more into these dreams. We're going to see what they mean, what your brain has been trying to tell you, and also what your spirit guides have been trying to tell you through your dreams. So one thing that your brain is trying to get you to understand through your dreams is that you can't control everything in your waking life. There are things within your control. There are things outside of your control, and there are things that are both, that are partially within your control and partially outside of your control. So this is one of the lessons that your brain is trying to communicate to you through your dreams. And this is why you'll find yourself having dreams that you try to control the outcome of the dream and it's no use. Even though you know you're dreaming, you're lucid dreaming, and normally you can control your dreams. It's like that one dream you were having about the person breaking up with you. No matter what you did in the dream, the person still broke up with you or you still broke up with them. There was a sad ending in the dream, even though you tried to change the dream. The reason your brain is bringing this up is because it's saying that stop worrying so much about things that are outside of your control. You can't control whether or not the person you're dating will break up with you. And honestly, that's their choice. Just like it's your choice if you ever want to break up with them. Also, you don't even know if they're ever going to break up with you or if you're ever going to break up with them. Basically, you're stressing over nothing. And ephemeral, if I pronounced that correctly, I'm not sure, but this means short-lived, short-lasting, a small moment in time. And so this talks about basically life isn't immortal, it isn't eternal, and we are only on earth for so long. Everything in life changes. The only consistency in life is change. Things go bad, things go good, but it doesn't remain the same forever, which is actually a blessing, because if it remained the same forever, that would be extremely boring. And honestly, that'd be torture, because then it would just be a never-ending, eternal thing of boring sameness. And there would be no room for improvement, no room for change, no room for innovation, creativity, and self-expression. So your brain is asking you to adapt to the situation you're in, to accept that you have been feeling anxious, nervous, whatever you've been feeling. To allow yourself to feel those things instead of constantly trying to push them down or avoid them, and to work through your feelings, because that is the only way that you're going to get past this and stop dreaming these stressful dreams, is if you start working through your emotions, working through these subconscious fears that you have about this relationship or about relationships in general. I have a feeling that you have a fear that you don't want to turn out like your parents or like loved ones close to you, where they are alone in old age or where they have bad relationships or something like that, or maybe they get divorced a couple times. And so this has been on your mind a lot. But the thing is, the more you focus on the negative, the more the negative is present in your life, because you're not focusing on the positive things. And if you allow yourself to really face your fears and to start working through them, your brain will be able to let them go. You will be able to let them go and move on and start focusing more on the positive things, enjoying the present moment in time, enjoying your relationship and how it is right now, because the only thing we have truly is the present moment, what we're doing right now. That is the only guaranteed thing. The past, we can't go back and change it. The future, we don't know what is to come. But the present moment that we're living in, we can learn to cherish it. And that is something that is one of the biggest blessings of all, is cherishing the present moment. Living in the present moment. and truly appreciating it and being present with your loved ones, with your partner. And that is what your brain is trying to get you to do. So now let's get into what Spirit is trying to tell you, because I think that message was pretty clear-cut and dry. So we will start shuffling for what Spirit has to tell you. So one of the messages I'm getting from your spirit guides is that they would like you to personally start deciphering your dreams. You can do this by going to dreammoods.com, not a sponsor by the way, I just really like the website and I've been using it for years. Basically, you think about your dream, the main things in your dream, and you look up what they mean. So for example, if I had a dream about being an archer and riding a horse through the forest, I would look up archer, forest, and horse. And then I would go onto dreammoods.com and then I would look up those three things, and the website gives you a synopsis of the most common things that those dreams mean. And they can be very insightful and helpful. And also think about what that means to you, what being an archer means to you, if it means freedom or, confidence, or if it means adventure. And if you're having a lot of dreams about adventure, maybe you want to go on an adventure, or maybe Spirit is asking you to start branching out, trying new things, going on your own adventures in the real world. Maybe playing a new video game, going to the beach, going on a road trip, trying new food, doing something that breaks those norms that you've been doing for so long, because it seems like you've been stuck in a rut or stuck doing the same things over and over due to your job or your lifestyle or whatever it is, maybe budget. So looking up things that you can do for free that are able to give you diversity in your life, new experiences, a difference in your day-to-day activities, going outside, going for a walk, going to an animal shelter and petting some animals or volunteering there, going to the beach, going hiking and hanging out with friends, having a small get-together, having a game night with your friends. So thinking about your dreams and personally deciphering them is a really heavy message coming through, because one of the questions I asked is, what are your spirit guides trying to tell you through your dreams? And the message that came through is, that's private. So for some of you, your spirit guides don't want your messages going out just to anybody. They want to specifically only talk to you. And I've never had this before in a reading actually, but everybody's spirit guides do everything for a certain reason. So there's a reason why they only want to communicate with you. And I think it's because they want to strengthen your relationship with them. They don't want you relying on other people, because, I don't know, maybe you watch readings a lot and maybe they're like, Pile 3, it's time for you to start reaching out to us on a personal level. You don't need a third party to tell you what we're trying to tell you. You can just ask us ourselves. You can practice communicating and we will communicate with you. We will find a way for you to understand our messages through meditation, through scripting, through your dreams, and you practicing deciphering your dreams. And, but putting in some kind of effort is what they want. They want you to put in some kind of effort to communicate with them on a personal level, instead of looking up a tarot reading or an oracle reading or something like that. So that is a message coming through for you. And since they don't want to necessarily tell me what they specifically have been trying to tell you in your dreams, I'm going to see if they would like to give you any general messages or something like that through the cards. So let's get into that. Let's see. Oh, by the way, that's how I know if there's some, well, first of all, I have thoughts that pop up in my head from whoever I'm connecting to, like your spirit guides or your subconscious or whatever it is I'm connecting to. But also, if I'm shuffling and I'm shuffling for a long time and nothing comes out, I'll even switch hands to make sure it's not my hands doing something funny or something like that. But if a card doesn't pop out for me, then I know that, okay, they don't want to use this deck or they don't want to talk about something. And then I did that. I shuffled for a long time with a different deck, and then I grabbed this deck and I asked the same question. And that's when they had said, you know, that's private. I don't want to talk about this through you. I want to talk about this directly to pile 3. So, alright, but I asked for other general messages, so we're gonna read this. Alright, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. We're living in divisive times. I don't know how to say that word. Apologies. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, divided, I'm assuming that means, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and really mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? Wow, that's really deep and powerful. So basically, your spirit guides are wanting you to really get real with yourself. Have you been doing things to yourself or other people that you don't mean to do, but maybe you do it out of reflex because of what you were taught growing up? It seems like you picked up on different habits or things growing up as a kid based on the people that you grew up around. So maybe if you saw your parents fighting, you would see them yelling at each other, and then you wouldn't see them make up with each other, or they would say mean things to each other, or raise their voices or something like that, and then say I'm sorry later, but nothing would change and the cycle would repeat. And maybe you're doing the same thing in your current relationship, or you're afraid of doing that in your relationship. So you've been stifling yourself and not expressing your opinion, not expressing yourself in your relationship because you don't know how to do it in a healthy way. And Spirit is saying they understand the pain that you're going through. They understand the frustration you're going through and even the confusion, because you love the person you're with. You want to be the best person for them and for yourself and for the relationship. You want to be the best version of yourself, but it's really hard and it's a daily struggle sometimes, because one minute you're fine and the next minute you aren't really sure how to express frustration or anger, and then maybe you, instead of expressing anything, you've gone the complete opposite route and have just been pushing everything down and avoiding conflict because you're afraid of conflict, because you aren't sure how to have constructive conflict or conflict resolution in a healthy way, because all you've seen throughout your life is fighting, negativity, name calling, yelling, or something like that. So Spirit really wants you to start digging up these things that bother you, really getting to the root of the problem and start healing, going on a healing journey, figuring this out, because, you know, they want you to be happy. They want you to have a happy life. And on one hand, saying things you don't mean in an argument, or flying off the handle, or doing something that doesn't really make you or other people feel great, that's not good for you. But also completely subduing your own feelings and being unable to express yourself is also not healthy or good for you either. So Spirit is calling for you to find a middle ground, to learn how to express your concerns, your emotions, your opinions in a healthy manner, and to communicate. That is one thing coming through. And of course, it's your decision whether or not to pursue this. And Spirit understands that. But this is the message that is coming through for you. And this is what they're calling for you to do, is to start your healing journey, to start really addressing whatever has been causing this pain in your life or causing this stress and anxiety, and to start addressing your emotions and facing your emotions, facing your past, facing whatever is causing your current stress and anxiety, or whatever is happening in your relationship, in your waking life. So this card talks about investing time and effort into personal development, as well as building stable, strong foundations for relationships and careers and personal development goals. You know, basically living in the now and taking steps to improving your current life, improving your current relationships, and improving yourself. So this is actually a perfect counter card to this one, because this talks about personal development, taking steps towards that, and this also talks about building strong foundations with yourself and others, and also taking steps towards personal development. So this is a beautiful message here. I think it's pretty clear what Spirit is trying to tell you. They really are encouraging you to step into a healing journey, to take care of yourself, to be able to better express yourself and your needs with other people, and also learn how to unconditionally love yourself. It improves all areas in your life. It improves your relationships. It improves what you will tolerate from other people. And it also improves your career, because you have more self-confidence. You have more self-worth, because you're like, you know, I'm not gonna do this hard labor that takes like back-breaking hours of work for only a few dollars. Like, it's not worth it. My time is worth more than that. And you start to see the positive impact it has on your entire life, because your own pain, your own issues don't just affect you singularly. They affect everything in your life. They affect everything we just listed off. And so that is why Spirit is so adamant on relaying this message to you in this reading, because they know for a fact that once you start healing and you start making improvement in personal growth and development and healing these wounds from your past, you will start to see positive improvements throughout your life. And it is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you stick to it, your life is going to improve. And Spirit wants you to have a good life. They want you to have happy memories. They want you to be able to enjoy the present moment, to make, you know, good memories with people in the present moment, to appreciate things, to be grateful, to, you know, love life, and to love yourself and those around you. But with that, I want to take a few last messages from this deck. I love this deck. It's the angel number messages deck. Oops. That's just the end card that does it. But all right, let's see. We have 14. I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. 2. I am diplomatic. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your innovative and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. And then on the back of the deck, we have 31, I am disciplined. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. Aw. So Spirit is saying that you have all of the necessary building blocks to do what you need to do to take these steps towards self-improvement if you would like to do so. But again, it is your choice. Spirit is never going to force you into anything because we as humans have willpower and we have, you know, the blessing of choice. So with that, pile 3, this is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated with you. And if this message did resonate with you, then please leave a comment down below. This really helps out the channel because it lets YouTube know that you enjoy these videos just by leaving a small comment down below. So I encourage you to do that if you have the time and if you did like this video. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world, and I can't wait to read for you next time. All right, fam. Love you. Bye.